Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to create this image carousel in PowerPoint. So if I click on these different buttons, you will see the appropriate image appears for that button. All this animation and logic has been added on a single slide, so I'm not really pointing to different slides. I'll show you how to create this from scratch. If you don't want to see how to create this from scratch, you just want to be able to use the template, you can skip to the timeline I'll provide in the description. But if you do want to know how to do this, stick around. I'm here in the design mode. I have these three images laid out here. I have labeled them top, middle and bottom for us to be able to follow along easily. We have this rectangle shape that's just for visual purpose. We have three buttons for these three images. I have labeled them for demonstration purpose. So T stands for top, M for middle and B for bottom. These don't have to be there in the final version. Before we begin, it's useful to rename these images, and you will understand why when we start building the logic and adding animations. To rename these images in PowerPoint, click on the image, go to Home menu, locate Select, click on Selection pane. You will see Group 6 has been highlighted for us. That's for this top image. To rename this, double click on it, type in the new name. So I'm just going to call this image top. Do that for the remaining two images as well. At this point, also make sure your images are in the right order. I already have them in the correct order, but let's say if they weren't. So let me just put this image on top. You could either use right click and send to back to arrange this, or if you have the selection panel open, you can just drag the name for that image under the image for middle. Once you have them in the right order, it's time to start building the interactivity and animations. So go to animations. First, we'll add the triggers for these buttons. So select three buttons and the three images. Go to animations, click on appear, click on animation pane so we can see our animations. This appear animation is to just make sure that once the slide loads, we can see our content. We also want these appear animations to start as soon as the slide loads. Currently, they will appear only if you click your mouse. So go to start, click on with previous. Next, select these three buttons, click on add animation, click on object color. Let's do that two more times because we need to create three triggers for the three buttons. So repeat that one more time. Let's create our first trigger. Click on this animation for the top button, go to timing, click on triggers, click on start effect on click off, select circle top T, click OK. Go to effect options for this animation. Here, change the color to a dark blue. So what this animation is doing is, when I click on this button for T, the color for this button changes to a dark blue. When this button turns dark blue, we want the colors for the button for M and B to turn to white. Let's drag these two object color animations for middle and bottom button under this trigger. Then click on effect options for both of them. Change the color to a white. We need to repeat the same logic for the middle and the bottom button. Next, click on this circle middle M button, click on timing, click on trigger, click on start effect on click off, select circle middle, click OK. Go to effect options, change the color to a dark blue, drag these two remaining animations for this trigger and change its object color to a white. Also make sure these two animations start with the first one. So either click on start previous from here, or you can also click on with previous from here. Let's repeat that for this last button. So click on circle button B, go to timing, trigger, circle bottom B and click OK. Change the object color to a dark blue. Drag these two remaining animations here, start them with previous, go to effect options, change the color to a white. Let's check these animations. So if I click on this middle button, this should turn white and this should remain white. Same behavior should happen with these remaining buttons. It's working nicely. Next, let's add the animations for images. So select the three images, click on add animation, click on fade, click on add animation again, click on disappear. Let's do that one more time. So what I want happening is when I click on this first button, I want this image to appear, and at the same time I want these two images to disappear. When I click on this middle button, I want this image to appear and these two for top and bottom to disappear. We already have these triggers set. When I click on this top button, I want the image for top to be shown here, and I want the images for middle and bottom to disappear. So I'm just going to drag these images here. Make sure our animations all start at the same time. For the second trigger, I want the image for the middle one to show. So drag the image middle here, and then I want the top and bottom images to disappear. Make sure they all start at the same time again. And finally, let's drag this bottom image here and the disappear animations for the top and middle images. Let's select all three images. I'm just going to align them on top of each other. So align center and align middle. Go to slideshow mode. Let's check our logic in action. So if I click on middle button, we get the bread image shown, and it's the middle one, so that's right. The bottom one is showing up correctly as well, and so is the top one. So it's as easy as that. If you skip the part where I showed how to create image carousel from scratch, you just want to know how to use a template for your own images, this is for you. So this is the template you can use for 3 images. On the right hand side, I have a bunch of animations applied to these 3 circles. You just need to bring in your 3 images. I have 3 sample images here. Right now, this image is on the top, this one is in the middle, and this lamp is at the bottom. We will be linking this image on the top with this first circle, the dog with this second circle, and the lamp with the third circle. If you want any different order, you will have to arrange your images in the right order at this step. Assuming you have that right, select the 3 images, go to animations, click on appear. Under start drop down box, select with previous, then click on add animation, click on fade this time, click on add animation again, click on disappear, and for the last time click on add animation and disappear one more time. We need to know what is the name for each of these images on the right hand side. So if I click on the cat image, I can see that picture 23 is its label. For the first step, select this picture 23 fade animation for the cat and drag it under the trigger for circle 1. Then select the disappear animation for this lamb and the dog or the puppy and drag them under picture 23. Make sure they start with previous. For the middle button, select the fade animation for the puppy, drag it here. Select the disappear animation for the cat and the lamb and drag them under picture 21. Start these animations with previous. For the last step, drag this lamb's image here and the remaining 2 disappear animations for the cat and the puppy under picture 17. Select all 3 images from picture format, click on align. Align them in center, position them correctly. You can also increase the size if needed. Then go to slideshow mode. Let's check out our carousel. It's working just right. If you have 4 images, I have created this template here. For 4 images, you need to apply the disappear animation to the 4th image as well. So for every trigger, you will have the main image with fade animation applied to it, and the rest of the 3 images will need to be applied disappear animation. So just like 4 circles, we will have 4 images under each trigger. Follow along on the similar lines as image 3 and you should be fine. So that's it for this video. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for future videos, and I will catch you next time.